Well, today I'm going to talk about Nancy Forbes' Dream House furniture, which was made in Chicago, Illinois, and show you some that I actually purchased. The furniture itself was made by the American Furniture Novelty Company, and the people that did this little dollhouse furniture were called the Rappaport brothers. Vintage dollhouse furniture made by the Chicago-based brothers David Herman and Meyer under the brand name Nancy Forbes in the 1940s. It's high quality, made from solid woods. They also made tools for little boys, and they also made wood burning kits. And I have seen some evidence online that they also made some little metal soldiers as well. So I'm going to be showing you a few photographs of the various things that they created. So this is 1940s Chicago, so very, very cute indeed. And a company that I have to be honest with you, I didn't really know a whole bunch about until really recently. So really cute and smaller scale than what I normally do. So with my really tiny houses, this stuff will all fit into I would say mostly half scale from what I can see in the box that I have of stuff. So some of it is also 1/16 scale. Also, there's a company called Donna Lee. So there is a woman that wrote this book about Nancy Forbes and Donna Lee, Dollhouse Furniture by Patty Cooper, and you can find that book online and it'll give you some information. So the Donna Lee furniture was made by the Woodburn Manufacturing Company, also in Chicago, in the mid-1940s. Now, here's where it gets kind of confusing because I don't know if the Rappaport company or the Rappaport brothers were also responsible for the Brenda Lee. You can see my box says American Toy and Furniture Company, Chicago, Illinois. And this is definitely Nancy Forbes. And the entire set is here, which is very cool indeed. Although the bottom of the inside of the box is a little bit crushed, I do have every single piece. So I have no idea. I tried to look it up online. I have no idea when this company ceased to operate. I just know that it was 1940s. I have no way of knowing if Brenda Lee and Nancy Forbes were manufactured by the same guys. I guess I'm going to have to invest in that book in order to be able to get all of the facts correct, because you just can't find any information about this online. Although you do from time to time, if you go on eBay, see that these furniture kits are for sale. But I think oftentimes this furniture gets confused with Strombecker because, as you can see, it's very, very similar to Strombecker in structure and the way the front, you can see here, see how the drawer is kind of pressed into it, which is just exactly the same as the way Strombecker made their furniture. So I'm sure that quite a few collectors get confused between the two pieces. So who knows, maybe some of my Strombecker collection is actually Nancy Forbes. I mean, I don't really know. And there's no way, because they're not marked on the bottom. Aren't these lamps just absolutely darling? They're so cute. And they match the little blue eyelet bed covering. So see how Strombeckerish it looks? It's very similar, although smaller. So this is definitely not 1/16 scale. This is 1/24 scale. So this is something that yeah, somebody bought online, and I purchased it from that person. So some of this particular dresser came with and without the mirror. So yeah, so there you go. That's my little set. So I was really, really super pleased to be able to have the opportunity to purchase this, because it's really difficult to find vintage furniture that fits into my 1/24th scale little houses that I've shown you in the past. So I plan to make use of that this morning and decorate a long neglected little dollhouse that's been sitting on my mantelpiece for quite some time. I also have this little Nancy Forbes table and chair set. Now this set is definitely 1/16th scale. And once again, you know, I've looked online, and this table is definitely Nancy Forbes, although it is in a bigger scale than the bedroom set. So they must have made it in multiple scales. I'm not much of a scale snob, though. I mean, as long as it looks right to me, it's good enough. So you can see I've got the little lights turned on the inside of my dollhouse, and I'm going to go ahead and start loading it up with some furniture. So I'm going to make the main floor kind of a dining room area, and decorate it with this beautiful vintage furniture that I found, and see what it looks like once I got it all filled up. So you can see that this furniture is really too big for this house, but yeah, I don't care. I think it looks really cute. So I would put some Tootsie Toy in it, but my Tootsie Toy dining room furniture is engaged in another house, and that really is true 1/24 scale. But I think this looks really cute in here, and it does fit. The door's going to be able to close, and yeah, I think I think it looks really good. I've got this little cheese board with some wine. Whoops, as I drop things all over the place. It's really hard to film and also decorate the interior of a dollhouse. It's almost like you need that extra set of hands. I'm going to put this little basket on the table as well. And later on, I'm going to have to find some bread to go in it. And then I've got this little plant. Whoops. And it's sitting right on the edge of the table, but we shall fix that. I'm just going to press that down right there. I think there's a little bit of museum wax on the bottom of that plant that I created. So I think that looks really cute inside. So I went through my stash, and I found this little miniature carpet. It is a modern carpet, but I think it'll look really cute upstairs here in this little bedroom, because the floors inside of this Bliss house are a little on the rough side, so it's kind of nice to cover them up. And then I'm going to put all the Nancy Forbes bedroom stuff inside. So there you go. I'm just gonna tuck this little bed against the wall. What I should have done is brought out a piece of Strombecker, a bed, to compare this in size, because it is a lot smaller than the 1/16th scale Strombecker beds that I have. So I'm just putting in the little side tables on either side of the little bed and just kind of tucking them in. I like how they've got this nice walnut finish to them. I think it's really quite attractive. And then I'm just going to tuck these little lamps on each side of the bed. And I think that looks really cute. I really like these little lamps. Yes, I know they're solid wood and they don't light up, but they are still very precious. And this little dresser is so cute. I mean, it's really, really nicely made and beautifully vintage. Now, not vintage right era for this Bliss house, but I kind of like the way it looks. Kind of waterfall walnut kind of style furniture from the 1940s. It's really quite cute. And yes, I'm very pleased with the way that's turned out. And I've pulled out a few little things from my stash to also add to this. Now here's where you're going to see the scale difference. So do you see that little dresser that I'm tucking into the corner? Do you see how small it is compared to the 1/16 scale dining room suite? And then that little piece, I'm pretty sure, even though it was in the box with the bedroom suite, it probably doesn't belong in there. So you can see how the inside of the box is a little smashed up, but that's okay. So I've got these two little pillows that I found in my stash, and I'm just gonna tuck them on top of this little bed just to make the room look a little bit more cozy, and put my big fat hands in here without hopefully knocking everything down. And yes, I'm pretty pleased with the results of that. I think it looks like a really cozy, nice, warm house. And so I've got a few more little things in my stash that I'm going to put into the bedroom. And yeah, I'm really pleased with the way that turned out. I think it's cute. So, I mean, this dollhouse has been sitting on my mantelpiece for a long time without any furniture inside. So there's a little piece of pottery that I created, and I just put it on that dresser to use it as a sideboard. And then I've got this little vintage tin, which is actually made out of tin. I think that's really cute. I'm just going to put the lid back on it. And I'm going to put that on top of the tall dresser. And I've got a little kitty cat that I'm going to put inside the house. And then this little puppy, which actually is the original. If you've ever seen the ones that I make in pottery, that is my original that came from my great-grandma. And then I've got this little vase that I'm also going to put inside of the little bedroom. So I'm just going to tuck this little kitten over here, waiting for food to drop off the dining room table, and the little puppy beside the bed because he's waiting to get on the bed. And the little tin box can go on top of the dresser. And then this little vase can go onto the second dresser. Let's see here, just tuck it in. So there you go. I'm really pleased with the results, though I haven't put any pictures on the wall. So this is what it looks like when it's closed up. This is in such remarkable good shape, this beautiful little dollhouse. So I'm just going to open the little door, and it opens towards the inside. So there you go. You can see through the window and see what's going on inside. So I'm really happy with this. It's so much fun to decorate a dollhouse for sure. Well, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. It's free to do so, and it really does help my channel grow. Please go out and buy that book if you're interested in more information about Nancy Forbes and Brenda Lee Furniture from Chicago, Illinois. I think I'm going to have to purchase that book just so I can learn a little bit more about this subject. It's really difficult when the information online is so limited, so I'm sure the book would bring everything fully into focus. Well, thanks again for watching today, folks, and as always, have the best day ever. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and I love it when you leave comments.